What if the parts of yourself you try to hide, the traits you deem negative, are actually the secret to unlocking your greatest potential? It sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it? But a fascinating 2018 study from Stanford University suggests exactly that. Participants underwent what researchers called shadow activation through guided journaling, exploring traits they often suppressed or disliked in themselves. The results were astounding. A remarkable 27% increase in creative problem-solving abilities compared to a control group. Think about that for a moment. Researchers observed that simply acknowledging these repressed traits, like a perceived aggressiveness or greed, unexpectedly unlocked hidden cognitive flexibility. The brain, it seemed, released dopamine during this process of unburdening the unconscious mind. This isn't just about confronting your inner demons, it's about discovering a profound resource. This groundbreaking finding directly connects to Carl Jung's profound theory. Your shadow isn't merely a dark side to be feared, but a potent, untapped wellspring for innovation and personal growth. But how do you access this power without falling into its pitfalls? The journey is more nuanced than you might think, and the next discovery will genuinely surprise you. Now, here's where things get really interesting, and perhaps a little mind-bending. While integrating your shadow is crucial for long-term growth, what if I told you that in the short term, ignoring it might actually feel better? This contradicts much of the conventional self-help wisdom, doesn't it? A compelling 2015 Harvard study unveiled this very paradox. Researchers tracked individuals who actively suppressed their less desirable traits, their shadow aspects like jealousy or envy, for a period of 6 months. And initially, these participants reported lower stress levels. They felt calmer, less agitated. It seemed to validate the idea that out of sight, out of mind works. However, the picture drastically changed after a year. The same individuals who initially felt less stressed began experiencing significantly higher anxiety levels. Why this delayed reaction? The study suggested that the shadow acts as a kind of survival buffer or a safety valve. When confronted too soon or without the right tools, it can overwhelm us. Suppressing it provides temporary relief, but the underlying pressure continues to build. So, how do you navigate this delicate balance? The key lies not in outright confrontation, but in a specific approach to understanding and integrating this vital part of yourself, a path that transformed even the most powerful leaders. Consider the incredible journey of a Fortune 500 CEO, a woman at the pinnacle of her profession, yet plagued by chronic indecision that paralyzed her and her team. She projected an image of unwavering strength, but internally a subtle force held her back. Through intensive therapy, she uncovered a profound shadow trait, what she initially perceived as self-sabotage. This wasn't a flaw to be eliminated, but a protective mechanism, deeply rooted in a childhood fear of failure. Once she understood this, her perspective shifted entirely. She didn't seek to destroy this villain within. Instead, she chose to embrace it, reframing it as a protective instinct that simply needed to be redirected. By acknowledging and integrating this aspect, she redesigned her entire leadership style. Instead of fearing missteps, she learned to leverage her cautious nature into meticulous planning and risk assessment. The outcome? Her team's productivity soared by an incredible 40%. As she powerfully stated, "I didn't eliminate my shadow. I harnessed it as a compass for growth." This transformation wasn't about erasing parts of herself, but about bringing them into the light, giving them a new, constructive role. But how can you begin to apply this kind of profound shift in your own life? There are practical steps you can take right now. You've seen the power of shadow integration in others. Now, let's bring it into your world with practical, immediate exercises. This isn't abstract philosophy. These are tools you can use today. First, try the shadow mirror exercise. Take a moment right now to write down one trait you genuinely dislike or even hate in others. Maybe it's arrogance, impatience, or excessive criticism. Got it? Now here's the crucial next step. Honestly ask yourself, could this trait in some form be a part of my own shadow? Often, what we vehemently reject in others is a mirror reflecting a hidden, unacknowledged aspect of ourselves. Then, here's the transformative part. Reimagine that trait as a strength. For instance, if you wrote arrogance, can you see how it might, under different circumstances, manifest as confidence or strong conviction? If impatience, could it be efficiency or drive? This reframing is a powerful act of integration. As a bonus, try a shadow walk. Spend 5 minutes walking alone, visualizing your shadow as a separate, perhaps misunderstood entity walking beside you. Have a silent dialogue with it. Ask it what it needs, what it's trying to protect. This simple act of acknowledgement can be profoundly liberating. These techniques are just the beginning, because the implications of your shadow stretch far beyond your personal psychology, reaching into unexpected areas you might never have considered. But now, let us look at this from a completely different angle, one that grounds Jungian psychology in hard science and real-world impact. Did you know that integrating your shadow isn't just a mental exercise, but a process that literally reshapes your brain? Neuroscience reveals that engaging with your unconscious shadow activates the insula, often referred to as the brain's self-awareness hub. This activation is linked to neural plasticity, meaning you're physically rewiring your brain for greater emotional intelligence and self-perception. But the connections don't stop there. Consider the world of economics. Unacknowledged shadow traits, such as unchecked greed or an irrational fear of loss, have been shown to significantly distort financial decisions, leading to market bubbles or personal bankruptcy. When individuals integrate their shadow, they gain a clearer, more objective understanding of their motivations, leading to more rational and successful investing and business strategies. And from an evolutionary psychology perspective, the shadow isn't just baggage. It evolved as a vital survival tool. Aggression, for instance, once served as protection. But in our complex modern world, these raw, unintegrated instincts can become a barrier to personal and collective success. Understanding this deep evolutionary root helps us to consciously evolve past its archaic limitations. This interdisciplinary lens highlights the profound, systemic impact of your inner work, revealing even more surprising truths about your connection to the world around you. Here's another mind-blowing truth that will shift your perspective. Your shadow is not just about you. It serves as a powerful mirror for society itself. Think about it. The collective unconscious, as Jung proposed, is full of unacknowledged aspects that manifest in our social structures. A recent study demonstrated this fascinating link. Individuals who actively engage in personal shadow work are 3 times more likely to advocate for social justice. Why? Because by confronting their own hidden biases, their own shadows like implicit prejudice or fear, they become acutely aware of systemic shadows such as racism, inequality, or unchecked greed within society. They develop a deeper capacity to recognize these forces in others and in the world around them, inspiring them to seek change. This leads to our next revelation. Shadow integration dramatically improves empathy. By understanding your own struggles, your own complex and sometimes dark motivations, you naturally become more aware of the hidden struggles and complexities in others. You recognize that everyone carries their own unseen burdens, fostering a profound sense of connection and compassion. This isn't just about self-improvement, it's about becoming a more conscious, empathetic, and impactful force for positive change in the world. But how can we make these complex ideas truly stick and become actionable in your everyday life? Sometimes, the most complex psychological concepts become clear through a simple image. Let's explore some powerful metaphors that can make your shadow integration journey click into place. First, imagine your shadow as a dark mirror. This mirror reflects back to you precisely those traits you reject in yourself, but frequently see and criticize in others. It's not showing you what's wrong with them, but what's unacknowledged within you. When you gaze into this mirror with curiosity, not judgment, you begin to see yourself more wholly. Next, picture your shadow as a volcano. Ignoring it doesn't make it disappear. It simply allows pressure to build beneath the surface. This hidden pressure can manifest as anxiety, irrational outbursts, or chronic self-sabotage. True integration, then, isn't about suppressing the volcano, but about allowing a controlled, conscious eruption that clears the path for new growth and understanding, releasing destructive energy in a constructive way. Finally, think of your shadow as a lost puzzle piece. You might feel incomplete, as if something vital is missing, without ever truly understanding why. Your full, authentic self is only complete when you retrieve and consciously integrate these lost pieces of your shadow. They're not extraneous, they're essential. These metaphors are not just poetic, they are mental frameworks to help you understand and engage with this crucial aspect of your psyche, moving you closer to a more integrated, powerful self. So, what makes this conversation about Jung's shadow different from the sea of self-help content out there? We've deliberately moved beyond vague advice like know thyself, instead offering you science-backed insights and real-world examples. This isn't just philosophy, it's a deep dive into how your psychology intersects with neuroscience, economics, and even evolutionary biology. We've focused on practicality over abstract theory, giving you tangible tools to begin your own integration journey right now. Your shadow isn't some sinister force to be vanquished. It's a vital, often misunderstood part of you, brimming with raw energy and potential. It holds the keys to heightened creativity, deeper empathy, and profound personal authenticity. The question isn't whether you have a dark side, but whether you're willing to shine a light on it. Your shadow isn't your enemy, it's your hidden ally. The ultimate question is, are you ready to unlock it? What's one trait you've previously judged or suppressed that you're now willing to explore with new eyes? Share your thoughts and reflections in the comments below. Your journey of self-discovery is a powerful one, and your insights can inspire others.